Okay, Kay. We need to think of ideas for... We need to come up with a great movie to review for our 350th.
Brainstorming.
I asked you to write down... I asked you to write down 12 movie ideas, and I also wrote down 12 movie ideas. So,
Okay.
do you want to go first, or do you want me to go first?
How about you do one, I'll do one.
Okay. There's this 1980s shot-on-video horror movie that contains a lot of blood, nudity, and gore, and it's called Las Vegas Vampires.
Why always you have to have gore?
Because it comes with nudity.
Yeah, I don't care for it.
Okay, what's yours?
Why not something, there was a TV show, and I think it started as a movie for a plot for a TV show, The Singing Nun with Sally Field. She was a nun that would sing a lot.
Is she that girl that said, "You like me, you really like me,"
I don't
at the
think
Academy
so.
Awards?
I don't know.
I thought it was her.
I don't know.
Okay, Chicken Scratch. It's a movie where... It's a movie... It's a movie where it's kind of like Auntie Lee's Meat Pies. You know, that shot-on-video horror movie that had, that had Mr. Miyagi in it, playing a southern sheriff. So anyway, in this, it's about a mother who has like three daughters, and they own a farm. So what they do is they bring home a lover, and each woman kills the boyfriend. Then they grind up the meat, and then they feed it to chickens,
No.
so they can sell big chickens
No.
for money.
No. No.
It's not fully implied, but there is a lot of nudity.
Well, you just implied it.
And although there is a weird part where there's a baby, where there's like a baby who's clearly played by an adult who says suffering succotash over and over again.
That much. Why?
Oh, Pat Morita, that's the guy's name.
Oh my god.
Okay, you go one.
Let's go something with John Wayne. The Sons of Katie Elder. That is an older one, family classic.
Is that in black and white?
Yeah, I think so.
Black and white is terrible. Do you think anyone watches black and white?
Yeah. Don't you? You're watching it right now.
Anyway. I wasn't a fan of Young Frankenstein, and that was in black and white, so I don't know if I'll be a fan of black and white. I'm actually more a fan of when... I haven't seen these, but Turner did colorize a lot of movies, so...
Okay.
Mainly WB and MGM. Or mainly MGM. Okay, Dracula's DMV. It's a shot-on-video horror film where it's Dracula, where he owns a DMV, and the design is that every time you do a test drive, the car is okay, but the driver dies.
Good.
And then Dracula can eat him.
Okay, so
what do you think about that one?
No. A funny one, I can't remember the guy's name in it. He was in a lot of them. It wasn't Cary Grant. It wasn't Jimmy Stewart.
Nick Swardson. It was Bucky Larson.
The Boatniks.
The Boatniks?
Yeah, this couple, they get a boat, and then they go sailing, and it's a family classic. It's way back when. Some people might remember it. I can't remember it. I remember the title. I remember part of it, but I'm trying to think of the guy, Jimmy Stewart or Cary Grant or somebody was in it. Anyway.
As long as Al Jolson isn't.
Okay. I think he was a baby at the time.
This is kind of like a rip-off of Sorority House or Slumber Party Massacre. It's called Slasher in a Sorority.
Why?
It's about a sorority with like 20 hot high school college girls. And for some reason, like, the house just gets locked up, but one of them is a killer.
No, if you're going to do something like that, then we need something that is soothing, a little bit of action, good music, good moves. Love Me Tender. with Elvis Presley. You could watch that. Why not? I think you could.
Eddie Murphy did have a bit about how Elvis he couldn't really act, so he just sang his lines. It's like, hey Elvis, you want to win this race? I want to win the race. Hey Elvis, would you like some lemonade? I want some lemonade.
Okay.
Uh,
He did what? 5 or 6 movies?
he did like 50 movies.
Oh wow, cool. Then we can watch all of them
Okay.
in one
Some
year.
of them probably haven't aged well though. Okay, this is one where, okay, you know how back then there was a lot of like this city or this state murderer or this city state killer, like California axe mass murderer. Well, this one is the Chicago cannibal.
Oh,
He wears like a Cubs hat and a Bears shirt, and he just goes around like killing people. And like I think his catchphrase is, "I just killed you, deep dish."
yeah. No.
I think in the movie he's known as the deep dish killer.
No, not no. If you're talking about cities and whatever, there's a movie called In This Our Life.
What does that have to do with a city?
Well, because you're trying to prepare, you know, this is our life. This city is known for this, that city is known for that.
What is that city known for then?
I don't know. I saw the title and I kind of liked it. So I thought we could investigate it and watch it.
Okay, oh, this is a Dustin Ferguson movie. The guy who did 5G Zombies
God.
and Angry Asian Murder Hornets. He did something called the Amityville Brothel. Don't worry, it's R-rated, but from what I heard, there's no nudity.
Oh my God. You peaky toe breath. Ugh. Blech. Okay, here's a good one. The Gay Divorcee.
What?
The Happy Divorcee. Not gay like gay. No, I think that was Cary Grant.
Ha ha ha, that word meant something else back then.
It meant happy.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Okay, this is from the director of Robo-Woman. One of your favorite movies, right?
No.
It's called Satan's Grocery Store.
Oh my God. You have to ruin a sacred place like a grocery store. Some of them are already dirty floors. And ouch.
Well, apparently this one has Satan in it, and it's kind of like Slasher in a sorority. I know how is the studio out of ideas, but it's where there's a grocery store and Satan is in control of it, so all of these people have to like mend together. So it's kind of like a less funny version of Sorority Babes and the Slimeball Bolorama 2.
Oh God. Oh my God.
Come on, we've got to think of something.
How about what's his name? He just did a movie. Oh my God. Kevin Costner. No Way Out. It's a government building movie.
I think I've seen a film called No Way Out.
Did you see Kevin Costner?
I don't know.
Huh. Because I mentioned it before and you said you didn't.
There was a movie I've seen called that Kevin Costner was in. He was in Dances with Wolves, and I saw him in some action movie from Luc Besson. It was called 3 Days to Kill.
Wasn't he also in Mad Max? Or no, he was in Waterworld.
Oh yeah. He was also in The Postman, which I've heard was worse than Waterworld. But Smikehead's already
he
reviewed
also
that.
had that show on Paramount that's doing really quite well. I can't get into it. Now he's doing part 1 and part 2 movie in the movie theater.
Dune?
No, I don't know. I don't remember it. But anyway.
Okay. You remember that movie Bela Lugosi meets a Brooklyn gorilla?
No.
And Frankenstein meets the space monster.
Come on.
And Hercules meets the moon people. You remember all those?
No.
Well, apparently some studio in like the 90s or
Oh my God.
something made some movie called Hitchcock Meets the Moon Monster.
Alfred Hitchcock.
They had someone stand in for Hitchcock. I think the character's name in the movie was like Alfred Stewart.
Okay. Oh, you want more? You want this?
Hey,
Okay. Alfred Hitchcock, he used to be on every, what was it? Family Classics was Sunday.
Hitchcock Presents or something?
Yeah, it must have been
North by Northwest.
Friday
The Man
night
Who
or
Knew Too
something.
Much.
I'm trying to remember what night of TV he was on.
Probably like it. Was this before TNT? Or
Yes.
Turner Classic Movies?
This is when you had 4 or 5 channels only.
Oh, okay. Anyway, you got another one?
Sure. The Misfits. It's like almost like yours, mine, and ours. How everything is misfitted.
I don't know if I saw that movie or not.
It was a comedy.
Wasn't Yours, Mine, and Ours? Didn't that one have Jim Carrey in it?
No.
Maybe the remake did. Or maybe I'm thinking of Me, Myself, and Irene.
Yeah, that was
Okay.
him. All 3 of him.
Okay, there's this other movie. It's kind of like it's kind of like an African ripoff of Nightmare on Elm Street. And it's called Deep Sleep. It was made in the 70s, so I'm sure it's not racist.
Nobody will want to fall asleep after watching it or get into a deep sleep where they don't hear what's going on.
I think one critic said like I've had daydreams scarier than this movie.
But even just the thought of it implied is enough for me not to want to watch it.
Ugh.
Well, you know what? Come on.
Okay, name another one.
Oh boy, I'm getting Mission to Mars.
I've heard
Or
of that.
Mars Meets Mom or whatever.
I've seen Mars Needs Moms. That movie blows.
Not as much as yours.
Okay, this like it was like a 70s Spanish horror movie. It's called Bookmark. It's a
And
movie.
it probably takes place in a high school library or a public library.
Yeah, it takes place in a library where the library is possessed and all of the people in it die from books for some reason.
They come flying off the shelf and hit them.
Yeah.
Or if somebody looked at a book and they put it back on the shelf, then the book sat there and threw a bookmark at them
And you can
like a knife.
And you can tell that they couldn't get the rights for any books, so all of the books are like blank things. They look more like folders, and you can see the strings.
Oh God! Like a tornado coming through and just.
But here's the thing, what they do is the books pile on someone, and then the books like it's implied that the books like eat the person. So then the next day the librarians just see a pile of books and no body.
Oh, they ate through the bone and everything.
It's kind of a weird movie.
And the books were too full to go back on the shelf
I
after
heard
eating.
I heard the director also made a movie called Ninja Koalas, where they're koalas that kill people. And I'm like, really? And I thought Night of the Lepus was a dumb premise where they have like killer bunny rabbits.
Huh.
We'll see that one year, don't worry.
No, we won't.
Yes, we will, it's PG.
No.
Okay, do you have another one?
Yeah, 7 brides for 7 brothers. These brothers run their father's farm and they go into town.
That's like Chicken Scratch.
They go into town and they find these women that they like, and so they invite them out. Some of them they have kidnapped or whatever, but they needed wives, they thought, and when they get past a certain point, they let the women scream and they cause an avalanche. And then they are there until spring and then they fall in love. Woohoo.
Shut your pie hole
It's
earlobe
it's
breath.
like it's like singing, dancing, farm work.
Come on, there has to be something that we can review. Something.
I don't know.
What is something
Could
cool?
just go to Netflix or
This is my review, not your review.
Okay, then why did I even gather movies?
Hey, catch.
Why are you throwing them at me? Jeez. He rolls it back. There is a movie that he throws the ball into a shed, a garden shed. His mom can't really garden. And then the ball comes rolling back. What movie was that?
Signs? I've already seen that one.
No, Signs was out in the fields, not in the greenhouse, like shed.
I'm trying to think of something like, well, I mean, we can't see Night of the Lepus yet. Hey, that podcast also mentioned that movie called Frogs about killer frogs. That we are going to review this year, I thought.
Great.
Wait. Wait a minute, I just thought of something.
What?
I called you earlobe breath, right?
I called you pinky toe breath.
We've been tossing this back and forth, right?
Yeah.
Do you want to just review E.T.?
I haven't seen it for a long time. I don't really remember everything of it.
I haven't seen it apart from Cinema Snob reviewing ripoffs like the Argentinian E.T., the 2 Turkish E.T.s, the 4 E.T. adult films.
I guess we could. We could make some popcorn or have Reese's Pieces or M&Ms or banana with chocolate chips.
Let's not put in that much effort. So, okay, want to review E.T.?
Sure, I guess.
Hey people, it's our 350th blah 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 ish review. So, celebration time. Don't worry people, this is a mocktail. Sparkling white grape.
Since we don't drink. No. Oh, thank you. It looks like the real thing. Mm-hmm. Lots of little fuzzy bubbles. Got that grape taste. You should sip, not guzzle.
Anyway,
Real thing, he burped.
minor backstory. Originally we were going to do a review of the movie Titanic.
But
with Celine Dion, well,
with her stiff,
just kind of in limbo. Like she's made a partial recovery, not a full recovery.
she probably will never make a recovery.
I
Wish her
decided
well.
I decided not to review that, so I was thinking, what is a movie that a lot of people have talked about, very few people have done reviews online about? So I decided E.T. the Extraterrestrial. Now, I haven't seen E.T. before this, but I've seen um, parodies, clones, imitations, and ripoffs.
Didn't they used to do like the Reese's Pieces around Halloween and had like an ET long, long time ago
Maybe.
commercials in that?
Do you want some more?
No, I'm good for right now. You're supposed to sip it and not gulp it. Ooh. Otherwise, it gives you the
Burps.
burps.
So anyway, so similar to other anniversary movies, this one is going to be divided up into sections. And right now we're reviewing the first half hour. So after about a minute of credits, which includes the worst thing to happen to Hollywood ever, executive producer Kathleen Kennedy. The worst thing to ever happen to the movie industry because she.
Who is she?
You don't know? She's the reason why all Disney movies are horrible.
This was a Steven Spielberg movie. It was not horrible. You'll see when you watch it.
I've seen Jaws. Anyway, I don't necessarily agree with that. Granted, I don't know. We haven't seen episodes 8 and 9 of Star Wars. Maybe they are bad. I don't know. So anyway, so the spaceship has landed in the middle of the woods, and then um, one alien, obviously E.T.
He wandered off,
Mm-hmm.
and so he didn't get back to the ship in time. They were calling him, his chest went red, and he was trying to get back. He was being chased by,
Police.
no, I think they were more science, NASA, something.
Mm-hmm. Mr. Scientist.
We don't need to bring up that.
Come on, that was funny. Anyway, so and since I've seen like reviews of parodies of ET, I kind of know how it happens, and I get to do like compare and contrast. So Elliot and his brother and his friends are playing games, which that was in it.
That was the beginning ish.
No, that was in the parody that I saw.
Oh, well, why don't
Then
you talk about the movie and not the parody?
I am talking about the movie. I said
Well,
it
then
was
I
in the
just.
parody.
Okay, whatever,
So then
folks.
after that, they order pizza. None of those fish things.
Yeah, no anchovies. None
So
allowed.
then, anyway, the pizza comes as Elliot is like throwing a ball in the air and catching it. Yeah, you didn't see him like throwing the ball and catching it.
I thought he just had the glove and the ball when he went to go pay for the pizza. And then he threw
No,
it
while
in.
he was
Then he threw
waiting.
it into the ground, into the greenhouse.
God, do I have a cut here or something?
Well,
Anyway.
let's not discuss that.
So anyway, he gets the pizza, and then he hears like some. He thinks he hears like some rustling in the shed area, and I found out that the dog's name is Harvey, and I was like,
Mm-hmm.
is that a ref? Is that how Nuki? Is that why Nuki named the Steve Railsback character Dr. Harvey? Is that why?
I don't know.
Well, it's not like they weren't inspired. So anyway, so he throws the ball. It's implied E.T. tosses it back to him.
Well, rolls it back.
And then he's scared, so then he has like. So then all of the boys get knives and then like go out and look at it. The pizza's like fallen. It's not name brand though. In the parody I saw, it was Domino's Pizza.
Okay.
So, um, then then he goes out again.
They go out again with him. He drags his mom with.
No, no, after that.
Oh, then he spends the night out there. Well, no, he's in his bed and he hears something in the cornfield. Then he goes out to the cornfield. Then they both scare each other when they see each other.
No,
They
wait.
scream.
No, you're forgetting something. You're
Okay.
forgetting the dining room scene with Drew Barrymore and him saying penis breath and stuff.
Mm,
Plus,
yeah.
you're forgetting about the part where he was outside and he was like leaving Reese's Pieces in piles.
Well, that's after he met him.
Okay.
And he was trying to get E.T. to follow the Reese's Pieces to his house to be away from the NASA scientists, whatever people.
What's funny is that in the dinner scene, Drew Barrymore is pretty much just repeating half the dialogue.
Uh-huh.
There's a bad person outside. Bad person.
That's what little sisters do.
Mm-hmm. So
But she
then
didn't repeat that breath sentence.
I said penis breath.
I know, but she didn't repeat it. She just looked. I'll get in trouble if I say that. And plus, the mom was almost going to break out in a laugh.
Mm-hmm. Plus, we find out that Elliot's dad is in Mexico.
With
They're
another
divorced.
lady.
Yeah. So then, when E.T. goes into the room, that's when they find out, or that's when Elliot finds out that he's kind of like a good alien.
Yeah.
And tries to show him a bunch of toys.
His action figures. He names each
that
of
was
them,
in the
and then
parody.
the car. I mean, E.T. wants to eat the car, so then he's like, "Oh, are you hungry?"
And then does this to the lips and stuff, and with the hand thing. That was in the parody too.
Okay.
And now we're at the point where
he's in the house, and he
where Elliot is sick.
Oh,
Elliot
fakes
fakes
sick.
being sick, which that was in the parody as well.
So E.T. is down in the library workshop.
What?
Was that his room? No, that was downstairs. He brought him up to his room. Okay.
Yes.
So he was in the closet.
And when E.T. opened up the umbrella and got really scared, that's when Elliot got scared. So it's starting to be parallels, which that was in the parody too.
Okay.
So that's part
he's
one.
raiding the refrigerator to feed him.
Mm-hmm.
So that's where we're at.
And milk spilled.
Yep.
Now we're gonna watch more of it and get back to you. In the meantime, enjoy these bits.
One day I looked up and there you were, like a simple question, looking for an answer. Now I am a whale, listening to some inner call, swimming blindly to throw myself upon your shore. What if I don't find you when I have landed? Would you leave me here to die on your shore stranded? Think I know why the dog howls at the moon. I think I know why the dog howls at the moon. I say, Dela, Dela, me not get Dela.
I said the next segment.
Welcome to part 2 of the review. Now, this review is going to cover everything from about, well, the next hour. So anyway, we got to the point now where Elliot showed his sister and his older brother.
Well, the older brother first.
Yeah.
And then the sister comes in screaming
Mm-hmm.
as soon as she sees E.T.
Then after that, E.T. kind of floats what looks like Play-Doh.
Yep, he was trying to do the solar system.
To show that he's from outer space, which that was in the parody.
Oh my god. Parody, parody, parody.
So anyway, then Elliot has to go to school, and as Elliot is in school, E.T. kind of lounges or kind of like explores the house and walks around, kind of like Kenzie the first time we got him, or Coaster Kitty Missy.
Yep.
So
but he ends up at the refrigerator.
Yeah. So
didn't like potato salad.
No, in the parody, that was like a carton of milk that he just dropped and spilled. He was like gonna pick it up and then just dropped it. And I originally thought he was gonna go after V8, but he goes after Coors. He apparently drinks like what, 3 or 4 Coors. So anyway, in class, Elliot is drawing E.T., which that was in the parody, as well as and so Elliot then burps because E.T. is drank beer.
Belches, yeah.
And that was in the parody too. And then like I guess knocks his head, which that wasn't.
No, he runs into the wall.
No, E.T. does, yeah. And so now he's kind of like, hey. Then they're about to dissect frogs, which that was in the parody as well. Except in the parody's case, it was only like 2 students in the classroom, not like 20. And they're at like a college probably. So then, because he sees Buck Rogers, a comic strip which says "Help, help," he's like, "Help, help! Release all the frogs! Release the frogs! Release the frogs!"
And there were a lot more frogs than what they had jars for students.
Which, by the way,
I couldn't believe each student was going to get a frog, because when we dissected frogs, it was like 3 people to 1 frogs.
Which I kind of now wonder if the cotton swab full of like something, if that's true, where it would like
put them to sleep. Yes.
Yeah, not kill them.
No.
I wonder if that's true or not. I wonder if that's true. So anyway,
slicing them open will kill them.
So anyway, then during the frog scene, then there's a part where E.T. is watching this romantic comedy or something.
Yep.
After watching like Tom and Jerry and another show, there's like a romance scene. There's a makeout scene. So as he's watching it, Elliot gets up on this kid's back and just like kisses the girl, which something like that was in the parody as well.
Well, I liked the one girl that was on the chair and she was holding 2 frogs, and all these frogs are all around
she was like,
her.
huh?
No noise though.
So after that, oh god, I wish I knew what Drew Barrymore's character was, what her name was in this movie, because I originally thought she was like the main character.
What was her name? Big guy? Drew Barrymore. Her name.
Drew Barrymore and brother.
No, what was her name?
Let me see if it's on the Blu-ray. Keep talking and look pretty. Gertie.
Gertrude, maybe. Which is an older person name.
maybe that might have. I wonder if that was a reference to the first animated cartoon Gertie the Dinosaur.
I don't know.
There is a lot of like cartoon influences, like between watching Tom and Jerry or Buck Rogers being the inspiration for the famous Chuck Jones cartoon Duck Dodgers.
So anyway, he was gathering equipment, electrical stuff, tinfoil, the umbrella,
And it's at
to
that
make a
point that
satellite.
Gertie was teaching him like how to talk.
Right. Well, she was learning words from the TV,
Sesame Street, I think.
and then he said "bee
Bell.
basket."
And so Elliot then finds out that that Drew Barrymore's character is like has dressed E.T. up with like a wig and a dress. Not sure where she found that. Maybe that was from the mom's like Halloween costume, maybe, or something.
Maybe, I don't know.
Which I think that was in the parody as well. So then they find out E.T. phone home.
Yep.
So they
it's
get
Halloween.
So they get a lot of like
The record player, a blade,
a
hanger.
fork, a never-ready battery.
Yeah. Oh, good size. The what?
Mhm.
9. No, it's bigger than 9
And they
volts.
use the umbrella as like a satellite dish.
So they lined it with tinfoil.
So then they put E.T. in like a ghost
Sheet.
on like a ghost outfit, which I was like, are they implying that girl that's supposed to be Gertie?
Uh-huh.
Which makes sense because she wasn't really shown at that moment. So anyway, so E.T. is looking at costumes, including the mother, which I wonder if that was before or after the deleted subplot about E.T. About E.T.
In
like
this movie or the parody?
no, in this
Okay.
movie there was a real subplot about how like about how Elliot's mother was sleeping and E.T. was kind of looking over like.
That's creepy.
It was filmed for the movie.
Okay, but they cut it. Good. Thank you.
No, they didn't do it in the parody. So anyway, I didn't know about this, but like he sees someone dressed up as Yoda, and I was like, oh, E.T., it's okay, you'll meet Yoda again in the Phantom Menace, because he had a cameo in the Phantom Menace.
Home.
Probably not as good. No, not.
So then, Elliot,
Phantom Menace
let's
is not
move
as
on.
good
Come on.
as E.T. So anyway, while he's in like a Red Riding Hood outfit, with like the red
Who?
coat, Elliot.
He was a superhero.
No, he was
He had
like
blue jeans. He had.
No, he was like a zombie,
Okay.
wasn't he?
Yes.
So anyway, and this one we find out that E.T. has like healing powers because when Elliot kind of cut himself, E.T. kind of did like.
Ouch. And then his finger was fine.
Mhm.
Yay.
Like his finger glowed.
So then they had to get the equipment so E.T. could put it together in the bare spot in the woods.
So they're riding
So
a bike.
he put some in the
So they're riding a
basket.
bike, and
It was taking too long to get
E.T.
there.
like flies over, and that was in the parody too. There's even a shot of trees.
Good. Usually
So
in
then
a
they-
forest, you find
Yeah.
trees.
So anyway, then they land, and the satellite seems to work. However, the problem is that
battery.
the implication that Elliot or
Tired.
that
Sorry,
E.T.
folks.
was getting sick turns out to be accurate. And it's at that point Elliot is also like kind of like starting. Well, he's dressed like a zombie, and now he's starting to kind of like walk like a zombie. Like he's kind of walking like.
So he fell asleep, and when he woke up, he couldn't find E.T.
And
So
E.T.
he goes home.
And E.T. kind of like fell into the river where I'm like, is that where Nuki? Is that where the move Nuki got that inspiration? Oh, wait, one other thing. This is a throwback, but I have to reference this. At the beginning, they called E.T. a goblin. That's Italian for troll too. You know what that's referring to, right?
Whatever.
Oh my god. It was that movie was about goblins, but it was called Troll 2.
Okay. Okay, so now they're.
So now they're pretty. So
he
now
comes
both of them
home,
are.
And then he asks his brother to go find E.T., who finds him by the river, covers him up with the sheet right away because
The
there's a
mother
helicopter
reveals
above.
it to the mother.
Right. And then the mother takes all the kids out of the room, and she's ready
I guess
to leave
calls
the house.
somebody?
No, she didn't call anybody.
Okay.
They already knew because they were driving by and they heard their conversations.
Oh yeah.
Remember when the van was parked outside?
So now they're kind of like in
E.T. is.
They're kind of in like a scientist room or like an autopsy room. Like if you've seen Alien Autopsy or probably one of your medical shows, it's probably similar to that, where they're in isolation and they're being like checked and experimented on.
Right, but he's dying, and E.T.
And he looks really pale.
Yeah, really white. Gray undertones. So Elliot told the one science guy he's got to go home.
Or he wants to go home, and yeah, so the mother appears as they're being like separated. So now we've got the final half hour, and you can watch more sketches. Bye!
Bye.
There should be some sketch right now. Wait, why am I outside? What's going on? Huh. What could be parodied right now that would relate to E.T.?
Freeze! Police!
Hey, I did nothing wrong, okay? Just because I'm reviewing a movie that a lot of people love does not give you the right to call the cops on me. Plus, Cinema Snob and Nostalgia Critic have not done reviews of this movie, so it is fair game and legal. Sorry, they were originally flashlights, but the kids found that inappropriate, so I had to replace it with my Nuki VHS tape. Hey everyone, did you enjoy those...
Just one moment.
Hey everyone, did you enjoy those sketches? Well, hopefully you're still watching.
Isn't there one
Anyway,
more
yeah.
after this? Okay.
So anyway,
Big guy went upstairs.
Big guy didn't want to say anything, I guess. Okay.
Well, he wanted to in the beginning.
So anyway, for the remaining 20 minutes of the review. 20 minutes.
What? We're not going to spend 20 minutes on this last part.
20 minute. The movie is the last. We're reviewing the last 20 minutes of the movie.
Okay, got it.
Because it's one of those movies where it's 2 hours, where it lists 2 hours, but it includes the length for credits. So anyway, pretty much all hope seems lost for E.T., where they have to use like a defibrillator, and they're like,
Yes,
turn.
Yes, they're doing CPR.
They're doing like the. Is this okay?
Yes, it's CPR.
Yeah, they're doing like that to try to like get his heart going.
So then they.
Yeah, I said the defibrillator.
I know. Right.
So anyway.
So then they call it 15 something.
You said it was 3 something.
Yeah, 15 is 3.
Okay.
Military time. 12 for 12 noon. 1 is
13.
Oh, so it's 1 something, not. Oh no, it was 15. Yeah, okay.
Yeah, I know.
So 3 p.m.
I learned that from Home Improvement.
Oh, good job.
So anyway, then the older brother is kind of like depressed and just lays in the area that
Closet.
E.T. was in, and then wakes up, and then he finds out that
flower.
that the dead flower is now starting to like kind of go like this.
Come back to life. Yay!
And that's when Elliot also sees with the flower too. So he's like, E.T.'s alive, and then goes and finds out that E.T. was alive. I guess he was trying to use all his. I don't know if it was either he was using all his strength to call home, or if when they got the signal, or when his planet got the signal, if they gave him some energy and life.
Yeah, I think so, because he was coming.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I like that one.
Okay. So then this is when
Elliot tells his brother,
mm-hmm.
get the bikes, get ready. So then the brother goes and tells the guys.
And the previous part
Meet
about
us at the playground.
The part about flying over trees in the previous part of the review, that was from the parody, but him in the Red Riding Hood outfit, or
the hoodie,
the red hoodie, was in this part. And I should have known, because in the parody there was multiple people on bikes at one point.
Okay. In this point there was.
So anyway, then
and the one guy with the headphones was like, tell me when it's over. That would be me.
So anyway, then they try to like get E.T. to the playground area or something.
Mm-hmm.
And
he's never driven going forward.
Yeah.
Only in reverse. Getting the car ready for his mom to go to work.
And then there's a part where there are like two people that are like in the tube. And he's taking out the like connecting parts. And I was like, this is kind of like reverse Toy Story.
Bolts. Yeah.
So anyway, then he
takes out the last bolt, and then his brother takes a curve,
mm-hmm.
and then they just kind of
And then the five of them get in the bikes. Yeah, the five of them get into the bikes, or get on their bikes, and then they all kind of go, and suddenly it turns into Rad, which I'm
trying
okay
to get away
with.
from the cops.
Then there's the point, and you can tell we have the original version, which I made sure to get the original version, because there's guns. In the
parody?
No, in the
director's cut?
No, there was an anniversary edition where they replaced the guns with flashlights.
Okay.
So then they're all flying over, which there weren't any cops in the parody.
Huh.
So anyway, it lands. I can kind of.
Can I go?
No.
Can you excuse me for just a few minutes?
Hey everyone, we interrupt this movie review to introduce our brand new item that we're super excited for. A brand new 2-disc special edition set called Best of Fresh from My Library Volume 1. And it contains 5 never-before-seen reviews that the world has never seen us do before. That's right, both of us are going to watch a Serbian film, a movie Brad Jones says is the most disturbing and messed up film he's ever seen.
Wait a minute,
We're gonna review a movie called Blood-Sucking Freaks, in which women are treated as furniture.
Oh, come on.
Because one of your coworkers suggested it as a joke, and because I've seen the first one, so of course I can't re-review it, we're gonna see Feast 2! That's right, you're gonna see organs pulled out of people's bodies.
Oh, God.
We're gonna see gross out, fart jokes, blackface with the movie Gross Out!
Oh, God, come on.
And
you really want me to watch these?
And if that's not enough, hey, we have to make it special for our paying viewers. If that's not enough, we're going to review one of the most controversial movies ever. A movie directed by a convicted, sentenced pedophile that has 5 minutes of underaged, naked male nudity.
No.
Clown House.
No.
But I know
These are not from me, folks.
But
I
I'm-
would have happier.
But I know what you're
When
saying,
Harry Met
people.
Sally.
But that's not special enough for a for a 2-disc DVD. But if
Yeah,
that's
but our
not enough,
reviews would be great.
but if that's not enough, we're also going to go beyond that by doing a binge watch of the DVD The Best of Mansers. I believe it's the top 25 or 30 Mansers. So that way Kay and I can talk about what our favorite Manser is and what our least favorite
I'm not a
Manser
man.
is.
You're a man. You can answer it.
There have been women on Mansers, so I'm all... Hey,
I can't believe this. You did
I'm-
not go through this with me before
I'm
you
all,
made this list.
I'm all for gender equality. If that's not enough, I'm not going to do it because, my throat's starting to get a little sore. But instead, Kay is going to sing the lyrics to not only the Banana Splits TV show theme song intro, but don't worry, it's going to be a cappella with no music. But also,
I haven't done that since high school.
But also, you're going to do the singing for the intro for the new Scooby-Doo Mysteries. And maybe Yo Yogi. Nah, I'll save that for Volume 2.
Yogi Bear, yo.
Yeah, Yo Yogi. It was a 90s reboot of Yogi Bear that made them kids that solved mysteries in Jellystone Mall.
Oh, God. In the mall? It was
Mall.
Jellystone Park.
Yeah, well now it's Jellystone Mall because it's the 90s, yo.
I'm getting already tension in my
But
neck.
I know what you're saying, people.
Come on.
I know what you're saying.
No more. No more is what they're saying.
We're going to give you even more. That's right. We're going to binge watch and then review as vlogs all 10 episodes of HBO Max's, just Max's hit, critically acclaimed, beloved series, Velma.
No, I've already told you. I told you. No, I am not watching that.
Anyway, this special 2-disc edition...
This is going to be a lot of his...
But I want to
describing the movies.
I'm
not watching these movies. I don't like them.
Well, you're gonna hear. Yeah, I want to hear your review of Velma because.
No,
hey,
I don't want to. You need to understand that. I just don't know.
As a feminist, my opinion, as a man, my opinion means nothing regarding Velma.
Tired.
Regarding underage Velma twerking over Fred's dead mom.
No,
see,
that's enough. Stop. I don't want to do that.
See, when I say it, it just sounds creepy and gross. You need to review it to put a womanly spin on it. Anyway, this DVD, this 2-disc special edition thing, will be all yours for the low, low price of only $64 trillion, shipping not included. So order today. Well, I don't remember where we left off.
It was Elliot was right. He had the red hood, and the ET had them go up as the cops were all there behind them, in front of them
with
with
the
guns. Yep.
So then they land, and there's the spaceship, and
Well, it was coming in.
Mhm. In the parody, the spaceship was like floating, and what was funny was there was a
Like a truck?
Yeah, there was like a truck horn, like
Semi-truck. Wow.
and it's like, okay, that's kind of funny, right?
Yeah, it is a little bit. Yeah.
It would have been even funnier if instead of going Kong, it went beep 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 da 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 da, or like one of those ones, you know.
Smokey and the Bandit or whatever. Yeah.
So then everyone says their goodbyes. Gertie says her goodbyes.
And he says, "Be good."
The older brother says his goodbyes.
Is that Michael?
Yeah, I guess. And then Elliot says his goodbyes, and E.T. is like, "Come," and he says, "Stay." And then and he says like, "I'll be right here."
In his head. I
That
thought he would
was
do it in the heart.
I thought so too. That was also in the parody, but it was a little different, and I'll tell Kay later. I'm not.
Okay.
It's a little too hot for YouTube. Even though I saw parts of it on YouTube. Anyway,
Okay.
um,
Back to.
and then it's slightly hinted that the dog is gonna go as well.
Yeah. And E.T. takes the plant that he kept saving.
He did. Oh,
Yeah, because Elliot's mom couldn't grow plants,
or
and
no,
the one,
It's not that she couldn't grow plants; she couldn't keep them alive.
yeah, the one plant in the living room that was all the way to the ceiling. She's like, she dumps the water in.
So anyway, that's our. Well, there's still a little more, but this is our long review of E.T., our 350 blah, blah, blah review.
A little out of order. Sorry about that.
It was
folks.
supposed to be 350, but like I said, I was sick, so sex comedy, why not? Malibu Bikini Shop.
Oh yeah. Oh God.
Anyway,
That was different.
I noticed the big guy kind of like really reacting to it, so should we get it on Blu-ray?
We'll have to ask him.
Okay.
That wasn't Blu-ray. It played fine.
I mean buy on Blu-ray.
Ah.
Do we want to own it on Blu-ray?
I don't know. We'll have to find out.
This can go along with the ET ripoffs that I own. Nuki and Monster Trucks.
Monster Trucks was a better ripoff than Uki.
And kind of to an extent, Tammy and the T-Rex. Oh, and Amanda and the Alien.
Okay, so there's plenty enough out there.
Yeah. Anyway, oh, should we get Mac and Me on Blu-ray or 4K?
No. No. Boring. No.
I want
No.
to see the extended cut where the kid in the wheelchair gets shot. Anyway,
No. Yuck. Anyway, what's coming up? One of mine?
no, we'll reveal that later.
Okay.
So this is the end of our review part. We still got more sketches, so thanks for watching this long video. Bye.
Bye-bye.
Kenzie, because this is an ET review, this review needs to end like ET. So here you go. Get into the cave. Get into your spaceship.
Go on.
Goodbye,
Bye.
Kenzie. Goodbye.
Bye. Goodbye, guy. Bye-bye. Bye-bye. Be safe.
Goodbye.
Be safe. Live a great life.
Well, that was our 350th review. Join us next time when we take a look at a Nick Cage movie. By the way, thank you if whether you've seen one or you've seen all of our previous reviews. Just want to say thank you.
Thank
Bye.
you. Bye-bye.
See ya.